Welcome to the Imperium Forex daily video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration. Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. Well, to begin with, the Australian dollar overnight finally gets to move to the downside after breaking through the 76.45 and clearly through that 75.95 support. In light of the current pattern, I do expect to see further weakness given from the histogram in the MACD, as well as seeing the stochastic falling away further. Should give the objective to 74.80.90 and reassess from there. Any upside attempts on the day should find resistance at 75.95.05 and firmer above at 76.55 to 76.95.40. With the dollar strength increasing overnight, the euro has fallen further, however now holds above that support of 104.55.70. In light of the current pattern, I do expect to see further weakness, although we could see a minor impulse to the upside first with the resistance holding at 05.55. I expect to see further weakness and take out that level of 104.55 and look lower towards that near 14-year low that comes in at 103.4065. Now, if the US dollar increases further, then I do expect to see the market fall towards a potential target of 102.4070 or even down to 101.60. So that is quite bearish for the euro, but in terms of how the US dollar broke above the index last night of 101.70 could give further potential for this view to come to the downside on the euro. In light of the very strong rebound this week of 111.60, the dollar yen case continues to rally and now takes out the resistance of 114.35. In light of the current pattern, I expect to see further strength and look towards a target of 114.70 with the objective, if we go to the dailies, holding at 115.5 and reassess from there. The reason behind that is that we have seen a few failed attempts on that level back in January. As you can see, if I broaden this out, you can see the market clearly comes in quite negative from around 115.5. Any pullback on the day should find support coming in at 113.80 and firmer at 113.40. Well, the sterling falls lower as expected from the break from 123.80. With the initial downside objective now looks towards a potential target of 121.40.80 and reassess from there. The reason why is that we could be looking at a lower sterling and back towards the October when we saw that flash crash towards that 118 to 116 region. So I do expect to see sterling weaker, and as I mentioned, any advances should find resistance now at 122.80 and higher towards the region of 123.35.45, which is around this level here. Gold overnight was weaker, and as you can see, the market now looking towards a potential target of 12.18. In light of the current pattern, any advances towards the upside should find resistance now at 1,239 and firmer at 1,244. But from the given structure, you can see here that the market is clearly trending in a negative crossover, and the histogram does support this move for a further sell-off in gold. To finish off with silver, the market got crushed overnight after rejecting from that level of 18.44, as you can see here, and then targeted the downside objective of $17.80 and reached. In light of the current pattern, we only are just breaking down from a technical point. Now this suggests that we could see a target of 17.14.16. So any advances on the day should find a resistance capping around 17.90 to 18.15. But in light of the heavy fall, this is very, very heavy, that you can see like back here in December, we could actually get towards this 17.14 level. Now towards there may see demand returning, so just be a little bit cautious if you are trading from the short side. So that wraps up my video. Thank you very much for joining me. and I hope you have a great day and a great weekend ahead.